Hey, welcome back. We're back in our Cavernwood colony here in Timberborn, and today we've got a couple of things that I'd take a look at. The first thing, we've got almost the perfect chance. We've got 2.5 days until a drought, so we've got a great chance to get in here and get this all automated and set up for our reservoir. We'll try and make it around the outside edge today to see if we can get the reservoir all in there and taken care of, along with last time after I ended, I think I noticed something. Yeah, this right here, we need to fix this, so we're going to come back and probably redo that area. I'd like to also come in here to this area and maybe get some well-being for our beavers going, and I'd like to maybe clear off the mountains just a little bit there, and possibly over here if we get all of this stuff in. In fact, I was looking, yep, we need one pipe there that we didn't have before. There we go, they can work on that. But let's design this remodel since we have about the perfect time. And we're going to start with this. We're going to say that has to get out of there. Now here, we're going to lose a little bit of water, but it's not really that big a deal because, well, in all honesty, we've already got full water here, so we're just going to live with what we get. And as for the redesign over here, let's start with, we'll just grab some of these. We'll get these out of here. And then we got to start filling this stuff up. So let's grab those. We'll get that in there. We get this and this, which as soon as these are in there, we can take that one out of there. Over here, we're going to have to put the sluices here because we can't put them right next to the edge of the map. It always requires one extra, which means we're going to have to move this whole wall back. We might have to move this out to match, but we'll find out here. So before we get too much farther, let's get this in. It's going to be, yep, that height looks right. We'll need an extra one there. And then we've got to fill in this area right here so that the sluices can actually sit on top of it. We'll do that. Let's grab our sluices real quick. There they are. We want them right here. Then we're going to say this is here. Let's go ahead and fill up this area here. We're going to need to. Let's do that. Do all this and get those in there. And we'll fill this up. We'll take that wall out last. We need to go ahead and do this and this. This, we'll work our way up here. There we go. Yep, that looks good. This is all good. In fact, we can go ahead and take these out as well. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's do I need that? Yeah, I will definitely need those. That all has to go out of there. Let's design this side. We want these here. We'll do this. We'll get those in there, and then we've got to fill in all of this as well. Okay, not that much. That's a little too much. There we go. So they should be able to build most of this. Let's make sure they can get around to here, get around to here. And then we're probably going to have to put in at least one stairway to get down here. So let's do, you know what, let's just do this. Maybe it'll be just a bit easier. And then for this, we're going to say all of this is very high priority because I want it to get in there. So we'll let that go and they can work throughout the drought. Over here, we'll go ahead and fix this area. We're going to need to take down this column, this one, yeah, and move it out one. So basically, we're going to have to move you, and then I'm going to move those over too so that those can all get done. Let's go ahead, get that. Oops, you know what? That's not built yet, so they still need that. There you go. They can work on all of that, get that in there. Oh, there's extra trees here that I could be using. We'll come down here eventually. We're going to need to take out these bricks here. So let's grab... Where's the ladder? There's a ladder. We'll just do 2 ladders. We'll say, let's take out these and that and this. There we go. They've got those in ready to go. How's everything doing around here? Not too bad. But you know what? This isn't really pulling in enough. So we're going to put that in, but we're going to say that's a little bit lower priority. That way we can get this filled up. Planks? I don't need planks at the moment. In fact, I don't need any of those. So those can all go away. That should do just fine. We've got somebody making the treated planks for our mine way over here, which is still working on. It's started, but we can still use some extra supplies for it. But we can go ahead and start clearing off some of this mountain. Let's grab one of the nice, small, tiny tubeway stations. There we go. I've really come to like that mod. It's just so handy for everything. Come out here. Let's set down lumberjacks. There we go. About 2. We'll say we don't want anything in here. There we go. All of this, we're going to get rid of all of that. We're going to get rid of all of these. This here. Those can go over there. Yep, all of that. This can go. Those can go. We'll get that taken care of. Yes, yes. Yep, we'll get all of this. Eventually, somehow, we'll get all of this. And do I want to... I don't know if that's the roof or something, so we might come back to that. But I do want to take out those blocks. That one's not going to do us any good. Those aren't. That's not really doing us any good. If we can get to them, we'll get to those as well. We'll come and clear those in just a bit. There's our drought. I'm gonna pause for a second because these aren't on auto and I want to leave them basically where they can get. I'm gonna shut off 2 of these and we'll keep an eye on the water height here. If it needs to be adjusted, we'll either pull in more or less. Hopefully we can get some more water. We might actually switch those out to the bigger ones this episode. We'll figure it out. Over here, we're not going to need that anymore. Do we have some bad water? Yeah, we'll let them convert all that to explosives so they can get going on that as well. So they've got that going. Now, a project or 2 ago, we started on cleaning off this hill, but it looks like we've got the first phase of getting rid of the metal taken care of. So let's go ahead. We'll take out a lumberjack. We'll say that one can go there. We'll put one maybe over here. There we go. And then we're probably going to need some stairs here and there, just so they can get to stuff. There we go. We'll have them clear that out. And this can all come over here because I would like to get some of this rubble taken care of too. So we'll get all of that out of there. I'm going to leave the stuff that's around this though, just as a splash guard for now. You never know if some of that bad water could splash over the side, and we don't want it running down the mountain. We just want to get it capped off before we give it a chance to do that. So we're just going to go through, make sure all of these are set to cut. Same thing here. Same thing here. There we go. And then we'll even say, let's get rid of these rubbles up here, just to make the Mystic Mountain here look a little bit nicer. There we go. That should do for now. We'll come back once they've got that in there. Over in this corner of the map, it looks like they're coming along. Let's make sure we've got, yep, we've got all of those marked. So they just kind of need to get in there and actually get a lot of that taken care of. There is a tree here I missed. There's a tree there. So we can put a lumberjack here and there. There we go. I don't know that I need 2 of them, but we'll just take one out. There we go. We'll get that in there. Maybe we'll get some stairs back up over here. Can they reach over this far? I just Maybe I just didn't mark them. Oh, that's actually down a level. Okay, well, we'll let them go. I think we're going to have to probably find some beavers that maybe aren't doing anything at the moment. Yeah, we'll try and dig some of those up. They've got plenty to do. While we're waiting on some of that to get done, let's go over here because it looks like we have beavers outdoors. Let's fix that first. Which way have these ladders been facing? This way. So we'll go up there. And then actually, I would like to use, well, we'll do 2s, except right in the middle there. I want to do a 1 because I think I can do this, get 2 of them in there, and then let's see if some of the decorations fit in there. Will a roof fit in there? No. Will brazier fit in there? A brazier will, and we'll cover all 3. So let's grab one of those. And then as for roofs, let's see. We could do a small roof here. We could do another small roof out here, maybe as a... nope, it won't work there, but it will work here. So if we do a small roof there... Oh, that's pipe. There we go. There's a roof. And we will put one of these here, grab another roof. That should cover at least for those. Then what other decorations can we grab that might be easy? There's the lantern. And we'll do... How about a lantern there? And how about a bush as well? We'll do that and that. And then we need to find a place to put a lantern and a bush here. Can I put... I can't really put anything on top of that, can I? We'll have to figure out a lantern and a bush for this area eventually. But what else we've got? We've got a monument. We could do a nice labor monument, at least get started on that. That's going to kind of eat the logs up, but we'll be okay as long as we're working on this and getting this done. In fact, it looks like a good deal of this is already done. So let's go ahead, put this in here. They can come back and finish this. Let's take out these extra ones here. We'll get the demolish tool. Let's see, this can go. These can go. There you go. That gives us one open area basically for it to flow up and over and off. We'll see how that works out. Here I'm gonna need to move this, aren't I? Yep, sure am. Let's do this. Let's do that, and we'll get rid of that one. Then they should have access all down there. Over here, they have that one in. Can we get... I don't know if it would be quicker to build a ladder up the side here. Let's find out. If nothing else, they can use it as a crossing to get over here. There we go. We'll see if they can come in here and do that. I don't much care about the dynamite at the moment. I might eventually, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it. Also, we're down to 1 brick. We'll give it maybe 2 more days and see where the water's at before we start turning some of those off. Let's see. Those are all looking good. That's looking good. We'll get that one done eventually. They're going to come over here, clean that up for us. And then, you know what? Geared production's not the greatest. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for another gear place here. We can put one on the other side, and then we'll just turn on whatever we happen to need or don't need at that present moment. I think over here, nope, they haven't been working on that. So everything's been focused on getting this dam here all set up, which is what we kind of want to see. We do have to get, in fact, we might say that this is all super high importance. so that they can get this done before then, because if this doesn't go in, then we get blocked from water, and we definitely don't want that. But we're going to take a look at that, and we'll come back here in a second. There we go. Our beavers have done it in the droughts time. So when this comes back, we should have water. We need to make sure that these are set up correctly. So close below 1% here. We're going to turn that off and close above 1% here. There we go. And now we should have plenty of water that flows up. There it goes. Now it's flowing up there. We're going to turn these back on. There we go. Now we've got water. They did get this one dynamite in here, which is good because I want to actually increase our power to pull in water. So let's get maybe 2 more. There we go. We'll say that those are pretty important compared to everything else. There we go. They can work onto those. Here, I think, yep, they've got this project done. So let's mark that. We'll get those right up there. We can take out this and reveal. There's our second sluice. Awesome. Some of our goals are going up. I wonder if that means we've got those decorations in. We'll check here in a second. Let's redo this section so it goes straight across, and we can take out these. There we go. There we go. Even more. Oh, even more. Thinking the decorations are finally in. This we can take out. We'll do this. We'll plan for this all the way over to here. There we go. Everything's up there. That's looking good. Now, this in general is going to be tricky because I don't know when a good season is to take that out. Oh, let's get workers in here. We definitely need the workers to get all of the extra water that we can get. Because during the bad tide, this of course backs up into bad water. During the temperate season, this keeps this at the right height for all of this to grow. And during drought, if I get rid of it, then I lose my reservoir. So that's going to be a tricky one. We might have to bite the bullet on one of the seasons, but we'll figure that out as we go. Now that we're actually pulling in more water, though, I want to come down here, and these are getting mostly filled up, but I'm going to trade these out, I think, for maybe some other ones. They can move this water down. There we go. That can go. That can go. And we'll get started on some of the really big ones. There we go. And I would really like that to get in there so that we can get some water. We'll say that that's okay. And I don't want to... We'll leave this one, but I'm not going to turn those off until we get this and we can pour a lot of that water in there. I don't want to eliminate all of the possibility of pulling in water just because we don't have any storage for it. Same thing here. We'll do that. We'll get them to start working on that. They're going pretty well. We're low on beavers again, but we always are during the temperate season because there's so much to do during the temperate season. Over here, we could turn this back on. Those we can probably wait on. Do we... You know what? Our gears are okay. Let's pause that temporarily. They've got these in here. Just as I say that, it's time we get in the other gear shop. They can work on that whenever they can get to it. Let's come around here. And then I'd like to get maybe another one that goes here. And it'll go across the road there. Up here. And maybe something like this. And we'll put one of the tiny stations at the end. I really like these tiny ones. They're just so super useful. Maybe I should go over one with it just to get it aligned. Nothing more than anything special there. There we go. Tiny tubeway station. There we go. Now this here, I don't think is being utilized fully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab a food factory. And we're going to get that in there, and we're going to start using some of that eggplant. So to do that, we're going to build a medium tank over here. Let's switch the doorway. You know what? It's not going to matter. We'll do that. We'll do a couple of medium warehouses here. We'll get in, how about a ladder here so that we can get up to the top one. There we go. We'll even put one in there, and that'll be for all the ingredients, the import, the export, everything that we should need whenever they get to building that. Over here, you know what? Let's blow that up so that we have a little more space. This seems to be working just perfectly. We've got plenty of water intake. We'll definitely have to turn that down during the drought or bad tide, but for now, we can leave it. We're low on logs, very low on logs, but we don't have any mission critical items. Over here, we did get our labor monument in, so that should be good. It looks like we've got our decorations in here and there. That's looking nice. Even though we don't have any logs, we could do, let's see, we could do maybe a back scratcher here. There we go. Back scratcher. Back scratcher. Back scratcher. Back scratcher. There we go. So we've got all of that taken care of. Let's, you know what? I'm going to raise these up because there's not really much point in not having them all the way raised up. There we go. That'll give us a little bit of extra time on these. Let's go ahead, go around and pause some people. Maybe they can go out and get us some extra stuff. I don't need anything there or there at the moment. That's fine. We can have them do all of that. I've still got 16 beavers that, or 16 spots that need beavers. Let's grab this. That can come in here. We'll say the bottom here is for the raw stuff. It can come in. The top will be for eggplants, and it can go out. There we go. Oh, look, they've already got this. Oh, we didn't put the actual over place there. Okay, let's fix that real quick. I guess they were just gonna like shoot across the road. I mean, maybe it would work. I think it works sometimes in Futurama, so maybe it would work there. I don't know for sure. Looks like we've got another drought incoming in 3 days. We've got plenty of water. The food is still doing good. We're out of mangroves again, but that looks like it's kind of going to be expected. Let's pause all those. We've got plenty of people that can take care of them. Trees are still coming along. How are they doing over here? Do we have people in these yet? Nope. Over here, look, they've started to clear a lot of this out. That's good. Maybe, just maybe, we can get in. See if we can get in a dam, maybe right there. Let's say that's super important so that we can keep a little green in here. I don't know what the point is. I haven't really tried that yet, but tell you what, let's do maybe 2 more there. We'll say those are pretty important. There we go. Maybe that'll keep some green down here so we can have a little bit of extra green land for just a bit. This they're still working on. We're going to have to pull those in eventually. But I do want to kind of get this mountain cleared. Oh, they've got some of the rubble taken out. That's good. Let's put in maybe that there. That way they can go down the stairs, around. They can remove this rubble. And they should be good to go there. Does that not reach? It reaches. It's just that we don't have anybody over here to clean that stuff up. Need that idle beavers mod. It'll come back eventually, I'm sure. Here we go. Let's go ahead and dynamite that down, and we're just going to say remove those. We don't necessarily need to remove those, but you know, it's not bad. The logs look like they've been going back up, and we've got some extra room down here. You know what? I'm going to remove that just so that we're sure that it's not going to blow them up. In fact, I could go ahead and get rid of all of these. Most of those can still be got to. There we go. They are pulling in a decent amount of water. We have 3.5K. In fact, we could probably... Do I want to try that with 1 day left? No, let's not. Let's just save that for extra water. They can move that. They still have plenty of room in there to fill up. We're not going to be too picky about it. While we're over here, though, let's go ahead and we're going to start removing some of this stuff so that maybe we can get the reservoir out and over. In fact, I want it to come by about right here. So we're going to have to take out that and not these. But I do want it to take out those because we're going to replace them with these levees. It's not like they do anything different, but you know, it's kind of a look if you're going for it. We'll get them to put all that in there. They've got quite a bit of water though, so I'm pretty proud of them that they brought in a ton of extra water. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. How are they doing? They're still working on the mine. It's about a third done. Well, that's all right. Over here, nobody's been over here yet. Nobody's even tried to come over here yet. So we'll take a minute and we'll see if we can get them to finish some of this stuff up, and we'll come right back. Quite a few days have passed and we've got a good start on this wall here. We've got a little bit of this down. We've got dynamite all in here, which is awesome. We'll get that taken care of, but I'm not taking that down until probably the end of this drought, which we're only about halfway through, and as you can tell, things are starting to dry up. We do have 3.1K of saved water, so hopefully that saves us. We've got, well, exactly 100 beavers, so gonna be close there. Looks like they've finished our metal over here, so we've got a whole bunch of beavers that don't have anything to do while they wait for the temperate to come back. So let's get them maybe picking up some more of these logs here. Here we go. We'll grab lumberjack flags. We can do maybe 4 here so that they can get all of that done. There we go. There's more of those. In fact, let's say all of that. I did see a mod that basically selects the whole map. You can just unselect after that, which wouldn't be terrible. It would be an interesting way to do things. Let's see, we've got trees over here. So let's say, oh, there's some trees. Oh, maybe. Trees. There's a tree. There's a tree. I don't know if we'll be able to get there. There's a tree. Got trees over here and over here. We do need some stairs up to this. Stairs, how about there? They can build that. And then for this, they really only need that there. Come over here. They can work on cleaning that up. Oh, looks good. Did I forget to mark those trees? I did. I missed 3 trees here, so we'll turn you back on. Let's go ahead, get rid of those. And I don't think I need that, but we'll just leave it there for now. There's not really much point in getting rid of it. It looks like they've got a lot of that done, so let's go ahead. We'll start them headed upwards. Let's get all of that. And maybe there. There we go. That's getting cleared out. How's it going over here in this corner? Paused these guys so I can unpause them. They can get to work on this. What do you mean there's nothing to cut? There's trees. Oh, I put the ladder in backwards. They're probably looking at me going, how am I supposed to get up there? They're not even, it's not even a place to get in there. But they'll get that in and then they'll start working on that. I don't see an immediate place to put another set of stairs or ladders, but they can clean all of that off. How about this up here as well? Let's get maybe another ladder here. That'll do. And we'll go ahead, They get rid of all of this rubble. We'll just clear up the map altogether. There we go. We do have 7 beavers outside, though, and I forgot to build this top level, so let's get that in there, just so that we have plenty of lodging for them. I think that'll work, and then we've just got to make it to the end of this 11-day drought. We've got plenty of food now. We're up to 2,000, almost 2,000 food. The eggplant rations are getting eaten pretty well, but they're hanging in there. The canola oil is a little low, so we're probably going to have to figure out something for our canola fields, but that's all right. We'll figure that out eventually. I think next time we're going to work on continuing to clean up some of this area. We'll work on the mountain some more. In fact, does that get up? Nope, that sure doesn't, but this will. So we'll get them in there to clean up those last ones. We'll continue to work. How close is our mine to being done? Our mine is almost done, which means next time we might be setting up some bot factories over here so that we can send bots into the mine. As much as the beavers yearn for them, it's probably best that we send the bots, at least if possible. So for now, we're going to call it there. Just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!